ADGT. Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Air Staff, Naval Staff, Police, and the Representative of the Director, State Services.
Well, thank you very much.
For him to read it now, I thought he was just read it himself. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. That's 2 weeks. Yeah. Now this is 12 story. 12. Then we have to.
Please be seated. The Senate President, House of Representatives, the Chief Justice, the Chairman, Nigeria Customs, other ministers here present, Controller General of Customs, General of Police. We shall be playing a documentary of this edifice for sustainable future. Thank you very much. That was the remarks by the Comptroller General, World Customs Organization, West and Central Africa region. Hajia Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, CON.
That are here today, the Chief of Staff to the President.
And before you today on this momentous occasion of the commissioning of the Nigerian Customs Service headquarters. We are immensely privileged to have Your Excellency, Mr. President, and other esteemed guests present here today. Despite the short notice, we are indeed very grateful. We gave you less than 24 hours notice, but I'm glad you are all here, and we thank God for it. This signifies the importance of this event to our beloved nation. May I therefore start my address by giving thanks to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making this great feat possible. When I assumed office as Controller General of Customs in 2015, with the 3 R's given to me by Mr. President, and they are restructure custom, reform custom, and raise revenue. I was not in doubt that only a comfortable and congenial working environment will facilitate the achievement of this objective. I met on ground the headquarters project, which had started 10 years earlier. My predecessors had done their bits. However, the number of contract variations slowed down the process. Today, we thank God that we have surmounted all the hurdles with the unvarying support of Mr. President to hold this smart edifice as one of the legacies of his administration. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you may wish to be informed that the contract for the project was awarded in 2005 to Messrs. D.B. D&B Nigeria Limited at the sum of 2,884,000,000. £293,955 only. However, due to the change of site from Central Business District to the present site, which is bigger, the contract sum was reviewed from 2.48 billion to 9.6 billion in the year 2012. And this is as a result of FCT rules, that when they give you a size of land, you must equally come up with a project that is sizable enough to cover the space that has been given to you. Due to inflation and some additional works and final review was done in 2022 to the tune of 19.6 billion naira. Consequently, this smart Eyewitness we are commissioning here today was constructed at the cost of 19.6 billion naira only, making it the most cost-effective project ever in the city of Abuja. I would therefore like to express our deepest appreciation and gratitude to Your Excellency, Mr. President, for your firm support and commitment to the Nigerian Customs Service throughout your tenure. Your vision, leadership, and dedication to the development of our nation have been pivotal in shaping the transformation of the Customs Service. Under your guidance, we have witnessed remarkable milestones that have revolutionized our operations and brought us closer to our goal of becoming a world-class customs administration. We are particularly grateful for Your Excellency's recent signing of the Customs Bill into law, bringing an end to the old law which has been in force for the last 63 years. This landmark legislation represents a significant achievement for the Nigerian Customs Service and the entire nation. It provides us with a comprehensive legal framework that aligns with international best practices, strengthens our regulatory capabilities, and fosters trade facilitation. This milestone is a testimony to our commitment to creating an enabling business environment, promoting transparency and accountability in customs operations. Having made a general appreciation, we must, for the sake of posterity, mention a game-changing intervention from Mr. President to rid the Nigerian Customs Service of corruption and lead it to path of integrity. The presidential approval for the 100% increase in the remuneration of officers and men of the service decisively addressed the welfare of officers and made them less susceptible to corruption. Furthermore, we want to express our sincere appreciation for the support extended towards the Customs Modernization Project. This transformative initiative aims to modernize all aspects of Nigerian Customs Service operations through the innovative use of technology. With Your Excellency's backing, we have embarked on a journey to digitalize our processes, enhance efficiency, and improve service delivery. The CMP will not only streamline our operations, but also contribute to trade facilitation, revenue optimization, security, and the overall economic growth of our nation. Mr. President, we cannot thank you enough. Our gratitude equally goes to the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget, and National Planning, Hajia Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, for your support throughout your tenure. We remain appreciative of your role as chairman of the Nigerian Customs Service Board in setting broad policies and guiding its implementation. Through you, we are also thanking your colleagues in the Federal Executive Council for their support to the service. Today, as we commission this magnificent headquarters, we want to acknowledge the collective efforts of the staff of the Nigerian Customs Service. Their unwavering commitment, professionalism, and sacrifice have been instrumental in shaping the successes of our organization. I commend their dedication to duty, particularly in safeguarding our borders, combating smuggling, and ensuring compliance with customs regulations. These milestones would not have been possible without their tireless efforts. Our gratitude also goes to our esteemed stakeholders, including trade associations, private sector partners, international organizations, for their continuous collaboration and support. Their invaluable contributions have been instrumental in shaping our strategies and enhancing the facilitation and promoting a culture of compliance. As we stand on the threshold of a new era for the Nigerian Customs Service, I assure Your Excellency, Mr. President, and all distinguished guests that we will remain resolute in our commitment to delivering our mandate with utmost professionalism, integrity, and efficiency. We pledge to leverage the newly commissioned headquarters, equipped with modern infrastructure and technology to drive our transformation and agenda forward. Let me conclude my speech by once again expressing our heartfelt gratitude to Your Excellency, Mr. President, for your exemplary leadership, guidance, and support. Your commitment to the development of Nigerian Customs Service and our nation as a whole is truly commendable. We stand ready to fulfill our responsibilities and contribute to the socio-economic progress of our beloved nation. Mr. President, we thank you so much, and we appreciate you, and we believe that you have given the customs a direction that will forever be our chart to cause, to accept, and to effect the laws and rules that you have approved. Once again, I thank you for coming. I know you have had a very rigorous yesterday, and so therefore I'm very glad, sir, that as a soldier, you could still wake up very early morning and be here to hear some good things. Thank you, sir.
It's really an honor and a privilege for me to be here today to share with you this moment commemorating the commissioning of the new Nigerian Customs Service headquarters. This remarkable event marks a significant milestone in our journey towards a more efficient, modern, and robust customs service. As chair of the board of the Nigerian Customs Service and the Minister of Finance, Budget, and National Planning, I'm deeply honored to witness the culmination of our collective efforts in establishing this state-of-the-art headquarters. This monumental edifice stands as a symbol of our unwavering commitment to enhancing the operations of the Nigerian Customs Service, to ensure its readiness to tackle the challenges of the 21st century. Nigerian Customs Service has undertaken numerous commendable initiatives that have transformed the organization into a beacon of excellence. The board is proud to be involved in the formulation of broad policies to drive these reforms. Foremost among these have been the successful and regular conduct of promotions for deserving officers within the service. We have recognized the hard work, the dedication, and exceptional performance of our customs personnel, rewarding them through regular promotions to higher ranks and responsibility, and instilling a sense of pride, motivation, and career progression within the ranks. Furthermore, we have prioritized the welfare of our officers and men. We have recognized that a motivated and contented workforce is vital to the effective functioning of the service. By improving working environments, enhancing training opportunities, and providing competitive remuneration packages, we have not only bolstered the morale of our staff, but also attracted and retained talented individuals who have committed to safeguarding our borders and facilitating legitimate trade. I must not fail to mention the completion of efforts aimed at creating a more conducive legislative environment for the service through the new Nigerian Customs Service Act 2023, to which His Excellency Mr. President has graciously given his assent recently. Thank you, Your Excellency, for this groundbreaking development. I'm also grateful to my distinguished colleagues in the Federal Executive Council for the usual considerations given to the memos presented on behalf of the Nigerian Customs Service. This expression of support have paved the way for critical decisions that have advanced the objectives of the service. The supervisory role of the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning also exemplifies our commitment to strategic partnerships that promote transparency, efficiency, and good governance. Together, we have fostered an environment conducive to trade facilitation, revenue mobilization, as well as national security. As we inaugurate this magnificent headquarters, we must recognize that it presents more than just bricks, iron, and steel. It symbolizes progress, innovation, and a resolute commitment to excellence. This state-of-the-art facility will serve as a hub for trade facilitation, for compliance, as well as strategic planning and capacity building. It will be the nerve center from which we steer our customs operations towards greater efficiency, effectiveness, and adaptability. I wish to express my deepest gratitude to our esteemed President for his unwavering support, for his guidance, and for his belief in the potentials of the Nigerian Customs Service to be a catalyst for national development. I hereby extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Nigerian Customs Service on this momentous occasion. May this new headquarters empower our customs officials to excel in their duties, fostering closer collaboration, and also serve as a beacon of progress. Together, let us continue towards a more prosperous and secure nation. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. May Allah bless the Nigerian Customs Service. May Allah bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
I have to apologize. I haven't gone through the prepared speech. So I will just say what I believe about the customs. Firstly, I made sure I give the Ministry of Finance to a lady. This is to exploit the cultural behavior of all Nigerians. Once ladies are in charge, people feel too big to go to ladies. So I'm sure peace will be allowed in the Ministry of Finance, where people will go and start lobbying for their contracts to be paid and so on and so forth. So they will feel too big to go to a lady. So I put a lady in charge. That gave me a lot of peace. And as for Colonel Hamid Ali, to ask him to be in charge of customs, no matter what people said about late Sani Abacha, may his soul rest in peace. He was a colleague in the military. I knew him very well. When somehow he became the president of this country, or the head of state, the biggest problematic area is virtually centered around Kaduna. So he picked Colonel Hamid Ali and dumped the problem on him. So my decision to get Colonel Hamid Ali to come to customs is a deliberate one. He set on us in Kaduna State. I had to move to Kaduna State from Kaduna State because from detention I went back home, and we were under Kaduna State, not Kaduna. Kaduna State was not on the political scene then. But for the education and health of my family, this typical African SS, sickle cell anemia. I lost my first two children, a girl, Zulaiha, and Musa, my first child. I lost them because of SS. We didn't know about it here technically, although we are vulnerable to it, the Africans generally. So I had to move to Kaduna, mainly for the education and health care of my children, although I was in retirement. I deliberately refused to improve on my infrastructure, the house I had in Daura and the one in Kaduna. So that those who want to make trouble for me will have much less source of trouble causing problem. I didn't build a house, I didn't build a school, I already said it, I haven't got 1 square inch outside Nigeria. So those who are following Nigerian leadership to condemn them on misappropriation and misbehavior, they will have a problem with me. I think Colonel Hamid Ali, to make sure that I have peace in my mind, I again brought him here. Please note that from Lake Chad to Benin is more than 1,600 kilometers. Only God can effectively guard that border. So you need a person who will have the energy and the competence to effectively supervise. And I deliberately closed the borders because knowing Nigerians, they order rice and give some Niger address, and then they bring the rice here. And with our land and our potentialities, God, we thank God, Nigeria is favored. We have people, we have land, we have weather. How many nations are so lucky as Nigeria in the world? Very few nations are as lucky as we are. We thank God for that. So closing that border, 1,600 kilometers, more than that, from Lake Chad to Benin. And Nigeria insists that they have to impress their neighbors and other people that they eat foreign rice. I said, no rice. You either you eat what you grow what you eat, or you die. I think I tried to make my point. And later, Nigeria appreciated it because it provides more jobs. People go back to the land. We have the land, and we produce what we eat. Let whoever grow excess rice eat his own rice or sell it somewhere else, but not to Nigeria. And for people who think that our neighbors can be a nuisance, okay, there's nothing you can do with our neighbor. That was why when I became the head of state, of the president, my first visit was to Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. Because neighborhood based on personal and national issue is very important. If you don't secure the confidence and cooperation of your neighbor, you are in trouble. If you are not in trouble, your children and grandchildren will be in trouble. So it's very good. I established the relationship with my neighbors. I said this, a few things about my personal belief, because I have only 6 more days to go. And I try to plan to be as far away from Abuja as possible. And thank goodness I came from an area which is farthest away from Abuja. I said, if anybody force move, I establish good relationship with my neighbors. The Nigerian people will defend me. Thank you very much.